yo, drastically, uh, Tesla just kind of jumped from 1.5 to well, he put 1.5 in. It was just at 36. Now it just jumped to 46. It just jumped to 47. And it's actually, if we look at it real live, prime time right now, it's at like 47 and some change. So it's on the rise, So, and with Bitcoin is one of those things that it's a good investment, So, you got more institutions starting to get behind it. So with more institutions getting behind it, that means you're putting more solid money in it. Definitely good on the upside. It's a good way for them to hide money. And that's basically what's going on. The institution using that as a way. So eventually, when the currency goes, they keep saying the dollar, but dollar's not really going to fade right now. It's going to really take a lot of time before that. Then the Fed's going to get into it and regulate it before they just actually change it. So they're not going to let it get too out of hand. But as an investment tool, definitely one. But once again, diversify your portfolio. And if you're a beginner, this is mainly for my beginners right here. For my beginners, if you're going to get into Bitcoin, go ahead, put a little bit into Bitcoin. Put a little bit into some other things. Now, you also got, this week we got CCIV. Now, CCIV, so here's the thing. You got Tesla, if you're in the EVs, right? So now, if you're in the EVs, you're a beginner, you're looking for something solid. So I would say a beginning stock, if you're looking for a beginning stock, Tesla's kind of off the radar right now. It's like $800. So if you got $1,000, let's just say you got $1,000. $1,000 in a Tesla it'll get you one share pretty much. So you want to kind of coming into the game, you missed the Tesla boat. I would say the next thing would be the CCIV merger, but I would kind of watch that. Put CCIV on your watch list because they're supposed to be merging with LUCID. Now, LUCID, if anybody that knows, LUCID is the next. That's the next up and coming Tesla. It's an American company. They got a company they got a factory in Arizona. So they'll be basically producing cars in America. So it's like an American company and they're kind of like next in line. They got, as far as that. So they're next in line. So if you missed the Tesla boat, you might want to start lining them up with CCIV. It dropped a little bit. CCIV started off pretty strong the other day, and then I came out of it. I ran a couple options on it. It's like right now, just to show you right now, boom. It's like where we at right now, right here. It's like, yeah, I got a lot of red on there. You know what I mean? So we're not really tripping. We're not really tripping off that. We got a lot of red, but as we can see, everybody. You get your point where 1 minute you're red, 1 minute you're green, 1 minute you're doing you got a lot of things going on here. So what we're gonna do, sorry about that. I had to get back to this. I need something to vibe to. There we go. But yeah, I got a lot of green going on right here. I got a lot of red going on right here. But this is what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna kind of put you on to let's say my pain gonna be your pleasure. Let's just say now, at all this rest, what we got Apple. Apple's been down. Apple was at 141. It went down to like 130 something, 136. Crazy, man. So waiting on Apple to get back up, but Apple's been down. So I would suggest going to Apple if you can put your little something in Apple. Now Apple's a little more reasonable. If you can't get Tesla, you might want to kind of come back around to the Apple stock. And also GM. GM is pretty thorough too. I had a little something on GM I pulled out. Like I said, this is where I'm at right now. I got a lot going on, and these are mostly options I run. I run a lot of options. I got like 10 options running right now. Like, so it's crazy. So I mean, I ain't working with nothing too major, just a little lightweight something. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I got a little lightweight something that I'm working with, but had a big day, had a bad day, got down like 2,000-3,000 last week, got back up. So it's real serious here. But just wanted people to keep in mind, Elon just dropped a bucket in the Bitcoin, but don't put all of your funds in the Bitcoin. Because the thing with a Bitcoin is, what I noticed, if you put like $1,000 in, Bitcoin has to almost, I ain't gonna say almost double, but it got to do a lot of numbers for your 1,000 to double. So it's like, okay, so it's one of those things where you put in what you can afford to put in. Because if you're buying, you're not buying a whole Bitcoin, so you're actually buying fractional shares. So just do your homework, find out how much your fractional shares are. So then I would say, and if you're not in tune with options, if you got Robinhood, I got other platforms. I got Webull, I got TD Ameritrade. Let's just say if you're here on Robinhood, I'm just show my beginners real quick. You go to this screen, right? Go to your front screen. Then you go ahead and you put it on here, right? You go to your INVESTIN, the top one right there. Boom. And when you hit your investment screen, right here, then you scroll down right here and put your phone on options. Enable your options trading. So that's going to give you a lot of leverage. Now, what options does, option trading kind of helps you gain leverage in the market. Option trading, that's what this whole GameStop and all that was about. Those are your option traders. And coming into the game, it's a lot to learn about stocks. So the main thing you want to learn is you're not going to always be up. You're going to have your down days. But a lot of time, your down days are your pound days. Remember that. Down days, pound days. When it's down, go in, try to buy up. Those days you want to go in and try to buy up as much as you can when it gets down, when it gets low. It's been really rare. It's just the GameStop thing. So now you want to kind of pick your spots, see where you want to go in, see what you want to get. But I would definitely say take a look at CCIV, but kind of hold off. We're waiting on that announcement to see if LUCID is going to actually merge with them. People's thinking it's going to happen, but right now I would just play options on it, or maybe heavy trade the stock until it actually settles into that. Because if they don't make the merger, then that can actually go a whole nother way. So take a look at GM. GM is like 56, might hit 57. They had the big announcement during the Super Bowl. They got the new EV Cadillac. So as far as your EV vehicles, Tesla, LUCID, NEO, still three strong ones. But CCIV, LUCID, that falls in that right there together. Then we get a couple more for you. I got a few more we're going to come back with. So that was just a little something, just late night thinking about something. Just want to tap in and see where everybody at, what you're thinking about that. And what's your thoughts on the Bitcoin? Eli dropping the 1.5 in there. I mean, so what do you feel like? It's still either way, but like I say, you got 7,000 stocks on the market, so it's a lot of money to be made. So just kind of going into this week, like I say, we're going to pick your spots, pick your poison, and let's see what we can do. I just want to drop a little something, see where you guys at, all my kryptonites, my crypto people. My shout to all my guys out there. Shout to your Chris Sains, your Stock Moles, your Wall Street Trappers, your Uncle Larry's, your other that get in the kitchen guy, all of that. So what we want to do is stay in tune. Let's see where this move go. But tap into your crypto. But at the same time, we're gonna check them options. So for all my beginners, if you're working with less than 1,000, if you want to do crypto, you have to at least put 500 in it to see some money. Other than that, we'll go through some options, check some options for you, or just some stocks to trade. We'll find some nice penny stocks. We got Atos, AGTC, that's another option stock, nice penny stock. Zomedica, something like that. Chris saying, I heard him say that one. I was watching that the other day, so you might want to check into that one. It's kind of ran up to $2 now. It's almost at its high, but something like that will be a long-term hold. But we'll get into long-term holds, short-term holds, especially as far as option trades. So just checking in with you, seeing what you got going. But this week you might want to look at double check your CCIV, check your DraftKings. DraftKings is still kind of teetering. Super Bowl's over now, so wages and bets. But we want to look at that. So we're gonna look into that feeling. We got some stuff coming up for you next trip about some other things you might want to check into. All right, y'all, have a good one.